I am on Manjaro, 15 milligrams. I don't know if they're not what you would call a cure because it's not like, one and done, you're done. It is a shot that we're going to have to take the rest of our lives unless they come up with another way. But, I always thought it was because I didn't have enough willpower, but from what I'm reading, it is, and I'm reading Oprah's book enough and listening to Dr. Anya. Ugh, I gotta get her last name. I'll put it up above because she's really amazing. She's been studying this for a long time. And obesity is a disease. The American Medical Association, back in I think it was 2013, declared obesity a disease. And these GLP-1s, they've been studying them for 30 years. And they've been using them for years. And man, I wish I'd been on them years ago because they're a big help. They really are a big help. And I'm very grateful for them. I mean, obesity is a hormonal disease, and these are hormonal medications. They make they make more of these hormones that we don't have as obese people. As obese people, we don't make enough of these hormones. And so the GLP-1s are replacements. It's like hormone replacement. Hormone replacement's been acceptable for years, but now that it's helping with weight loss, people are upset and pissed off about it, and I don't get it. We're cheaters. We're cheaters. I mean, seriously. I'm a diabetic, and my medication has done more for my A1C than any medication I've been on for, about almost 30 years. I have been on several different diabetic medications, which have barely worked on my A1C. I've been on Manjaro, 16 months, I believe. And my A1C is down to a 5.3. My endocrinologist said that's normal. Not diabetic range. That's huge. Diabetes is a nasty, it is a nasty disease. It eats you from the inside out. It eats your arteries, your veins, and it just eats away at your colon and your kidneys and your heart. Diabetes is bad. And we have a medication that basically puts it in remission is the way I look at it. Okay, it's not curing it, but it's putting it in remission. And before you know it, these guys are so dang smart. They'll come up with a medication that just, does cure it. Just like the Hep C medications eventually. My husband did a couple different Hep C medication treatments like chemotherapy, and they were rough. The first one didn't work, the second one did, and his Hep C's been in remission ever since, which we think it's cured. Yeah, I tell you, it's hard. I'm excited about these medications. I think they are going to change the world for so many people. Diabetics especially, and everybody who's overweight. This is an answer. I want to say to certain people that are refusing to use the medication that are severely overweight, and I'm I want to shake them. I mean, we all have choices to make, and you have to make the choice for yourself. Sometimes we don't see ourselves as big as we are. We don't see how sick we are. We're delusional. I was delusional. I'm not saying this. There's no shame in it. It's all our brain effing with us. I mean, doing some serious effing with us, because it's all about survival, and it's all about, oh my God, when we start losing weight, our body goes into survival mode, fat storage mode, and cannot stand us losing weight. It's like, oh my God, she's losing weight. I need to gain this weight back, and I need to gain more, because she's going to starve to death no matter how fat you are. This is what our brain is doing to us when we have obesity. And yeah, this is something that, please don't say it's cheating for somebody, for us to finally have, okay, pause. I mean, is this so wrong? Is this so wrong for us to be so excited that we finally might have gotten something that we've been praying for ever since this overweight problem started, ever since that dang first diet that we went on when we were like 10, 15 pounds overweight. And we were shamed for that. So it's like, yeah, you better do something, because you're huge, because you're 10 pounds over what you should be, or over what they think you should be. You know, society, people, your schoolmates, your parents, people that it really isn't their business, your size. But they make it their business. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. All the shaming for all these years. It's just been so wrong. But I don't know. They say it makes you stronger. Maybe that's what's helped me get through life as I have. Anyway, I'm Debbie Garcia. I'm the badass baby boomer. I was 398 pounds in a damn wheelchair. And I've lost over 230 pounds now. I have gotten 2 new knees. I did a year of physical therapy, and no more wheelchair, and no more walkers, and no more canes. And I hope it stays that way. But I'm 65 with arthritis, and yeah, but I'm doing amazing. I am doing so good, and it's because of the weight loss. I'm off so many medications that I was on that were just, you know, what were they doing? Just keeping me hanging on by a thread. But I'm alive now, and I'm thriving, and my life is, I mean, I have a whole new life now. I am not just existing, I am living. And that's what I was doing for so many years, especially when I was almost 400 pounds in that wheelchair. I was just existing. So we're not cheaters. We finally have some help, and please do not begrudge us that little bit of help that we finally have. I'm 65 years old. That means since I've been struggling since I was like 13, trying to get weight off the first time, Kenny Cleveland in the 6th grade told me I was huge. I was 117 pounds. And that's the year I started clocking in how much I weighed all the time. And I can tell you how much I weighed every year. Yeah, I can tell you. That's just something that you never forget once you're on that weight loss journey, are those numbers. Right, ladies? Right, gentlemen? Yeah. I'm sorry, I guess I got in a little bit of rant. And you know what? My endocrinologist said that of the medications I was on, that Prozac, 20 milligrams I was on, and I'd cut down from 40, causes you to gain weight. And I didn't know that. Nobody else had ever told me that. So I'm down to 5 milligrams of Prozac now. I'm taking it every other day, and then like 2 days, then I skip. 2 days, then I skip. So I'm an emotional you get really emotional When I went from 20 milligrams down to 10, that was tough. Now from 10 down to 5 hasn't been that hard. And I'm thinking this is going to be kind of easy. But as you see, I'm emotional. I'm fired up. I don't like being called a cheater, that's for sure. I mean, Jesus, I'm working hard to get this weight off. Yes, I have Manjaro as a tool. They said I had a really sluggish thyroid, so now I'm on a thyroid medication. Nobody's yelling about that thyroid. Levothyroxine. I mean, are you going to yell about that because I have a sluggish thyroid and I'm taking a thyroid medication? Is that a crime? Is that cheating? Hey, that is a good question. If because I'm taking levothyroxine for the sluggish thyroid, which causes my metabolism to be screwy and me to have trouble taking weight off, and is that cheating? Like they say, it's cheating when you take a GLP-1. Just asking. Just asking. Is it cheating? You know? Manjaro's a diabetic medication. I started taking it for my diabetes, and they told me that there was a good chance it would help with the weight loss. So it was like trifecta bingo. It was just awesome. If it helps, that would be amazing. The Ozempic didn't help me with weight loss, but I do believe the Manjaro, getting off the Prozac, cutting down on the pregabalin for my neuropathy, more movement, more water, more protein, and a better mindset. And knowing I'm going to be a success at weight loss now with all the tools that I have and with the mindset motivation I have. I'm a weight loss success. Follow me. Join my Skool membership, my Skool weight loss membership. Sexy After 60. Yes, Sexy After 60 weight loss. We're accepting men now, where we were just going to be ladies, but we had men applying. The other lady said, hey, let's go for it. And I was like, okay, cool. So, men are more than welcome to join too. The link is down below. You know how it goes. Yeah, we're working together because we still have to do the work. The 3 pillars: diet, exercise, mindset. Those are the 3 things we have to work on. And I'm saying we should have a 4th one, which is water. Okay, you guys, I love you. Debbie Garcia, the badass baby boomer. Down in the 160s, doing great. Oh my goodness. Shot night. Totally forget. Totally forgot it was shot night. Okay, guys. We removed the base. I forgot it one time and I had Manjaro shooting everywhere. We turned the top and we unlock it. Okay. Doing it in the belly this week. Here we go. They say to hold it for 10 seconds after you do it, so I always do, just in case. I don't want to miss a drop. But that's it. So, I love you guys. Weight loss is possible now. Yeah, it is possible. You know, whether you take a GLP-1, whether you have a gastric bypass, whether you just do it the old-fashioned way of watching your diet, watching what you eat, and exercise. I mean, this is possible. This is possible. We need a community. That's what you need, a community. So join me. Join us. This is going to be just, you know, nothing but success and wonderful. And we're going to have fun too. The badass baby boomer, she's fun. Yeah.